So, I just got off the phone having a very interesting conversation with a nice gentleman at the FICO, the My FICO company, and I learned some very interesting things about credit scores that I did not know before this morning. So I thought I'd just kind of share it with you in case you might be on your credit journey, kind of trying to get your credit up like me. So I just got my credit up to a point where I am happy with. Of course, I'm still trying to increase it. So anything that I can do to get to that point, I want to get an 850. I mean, everybody wants an 850, right? So I heard this story about Equifax and TransUnion being sued because they aren't reporting credit scores accurately, right? I think they were sued for like 15 million. So I called because I have different credit scores being reported everywhere, and this guy just broke down some facts for me. So one thing that I did not know is that Equifax, TransUnion, even FICO, they don't report your credit for free. They got to pay for that shit. Every time they report somebody's credit scores, they have to pay for that shit. So there's a possibility that Equifax and TransUnion might not even be reporting certain things to save money. So that's one thing. Apparently, Equifax, TransUnion, the regional. I think Equifax is like the mid region of the country. TransUnion might be like East Coast. FICO's everywhere. I don't quote me on that anyway. Another interesting thing that I learned is that, of course, human errors happen. Sometimes they might report your score wrong on accident just by fat fingering a keyboard or whatever. So, if you ever see a misreport on your report, don't freak out. Call them up, tell them to fix that shit. Look into it. Stuff happens. Another interesting thing that I did not know is that paying off your credit cards in full does not help your credit. You want to keep your credit line open. If you have like $1,000 credit line, you don't want to pay off. You don't want to spend $1,000 and pay it all off, because credit companies are looking for how long you're utilizing their line of credit. If you just pay off that credit line all together and you no longer have anything that you owe them, it's not going to help your credit score go up. It might actually make it go down. So you want to maintain an open line of credit. If you have a credit card that has, let's say, a $500 limit on it, you want to utilize at least 7% of your credit. Not just that credit card, it's all of your credit. If you have like a if you have multiple credit cards, you have a car loan, a home loan, you want to maintain 7% of all of those combined. Me personally, I only have one credit card that I'm using really. The other ones I just applied for to increase my credit age. So let's say you have a $500 credit line. You want to utilize 7% of that credit. So you want to make sure that you have, I don't know what 5% of 500 is because I'm terrible at math. Maybe 250. I don't fucking know. Keep $250 open. You know what I mean? Actually, that's 50% of 500. I'm tripping. $75. I don't fucking know. I'm terrible at math. But you want to keep at least that amount of open credit on your card, because it's going to help your credit score go up over time. The longer you have an open line of credit, it's going to help your credit score go up. So don't pay off your credit card all at once if you're looking to increase your credit, because that's something that I was thinking about doing, just spending once and then paying it off and never using it again. That doesn't help you. You want to keep using that credit card. Even if you're not making huge purchases, if you're just making small, you go to the gas station, get a pack of gum, you go to the wherever restaurant, pay for dinner, you go, the Nike store, get a pair of kicks, put that on your credit card and then pay it off later, like next month. Another thing that I learned is um, people don't report your rent payments to the credit bureaus. If you're making payments on time on your rent, if you're making payments on time for any of your bills, that doesn't get reported to the credit bureaus. Like, what the fuck? I thought this whole time if you're making on time rental payments, it's going to get reported. It does not. Mortgage is different. If you're making on time payments on a mortgage, that's different. That gets reported. But rental payments to a apartment or whatever, that's not getting reported. That's fucking crazy. Um, there's something else that I'm forgetting, but that was the basic. Oh yeah, if you do plan on paying your credit card off because you just want to get that out of your life, but you want to maintain that 7% credit card utilization, call the credit card company and ask them to confirm when they send their reports to the credit bureaus. It's not a secret, they'll definitely tell you. If they say, for instance, they send their credit reporting on May 5th, you just want to wait before or after May 5th to pay that off. Because when they report that credit score on May 5th, it's still going to show that 7% utilization. After the 5th, if you pay it off, it's still going to show that you had that 7% utilization. It's not going to change that. So if you do plan on paying off your credit card and you don't want it to have an effect on your credit going down, just call the credit card company, ask them when they report that shit, and pay it off after that day, right? In the same month. There's a company, myfico.com. They have a lot of really interesting credit educational stuff on there that I'm about to look into, because after having this conversation, my mind was blown, bro. Like, telling me they gotta pay to report your credit. That's fucking crazy. I thought they did that shit automatically, but no, they gotta pay for that shit. So just a few little tips that I wanted to share, because I was about to pay off my credit card. I was about to pay that motherfucker all the way off. Now that I know I need to keep it open, brother's going shopping. You feel me? Stay blessed.